What up, y'all? It's your girl, Tammi Jean, formerly known as Lady Merc. I gotta say formerly known as Lady Merc because he keeps trying to say Lady Merc. I told him I ain't Lady Merc no more. But this was the Untold interview, and we just wrapped up a very exclusive, very in-depth interview. So, yeah, check it out. And make sure y'all follow them. They got that, you know what I mean? They got that work.
So you got your first mixtape out. What is your process as far as marketing and promoting?
I was on my own. I was a one-woman army. Shout out C's, my engineer, Razy Studios. He has been my engineer for over 15 years. Man, God, C's. What would I do without him? So DJ No Rap hosted the mixtape.
Okay.
And I got an official remix with LL Cool J on that mixtape called what was the Hush remix. And also it was another collaboration I did, but that was the major one, the Hush remix. But anyway, C's, man, he put that mixtape, he mastered the hell out of that mixtape, and every album or mixtape or project I did after that up until this day. And that's another thing about the game I miss, loyalty. Who do you know had the same engineer for 15 years? I've been to other studios, but that's still my engineer. No matter what, if I that's who I'm gonna call if I need some shit mixed and mastered. I'm calling C's. I'm going to Razy Studio. I got my own studio I built with my own hands in my own basement, but I'm still gonna go to C's for a mix and master. I do pre-production at my studio, but I'm still gonna take it to the home-based studio, which is Razy Studio. And he mixed and mastered that one. It was beautiful. He helped me with the skits. He did everything. He did the same thing with my next project. After I did the Black Russian Volume 1, I think it was, I'm losing. Oh yeah, Heavens to Murgatroyd. After Heavens to Murgatroyd, it was Lady Merc Exposed. After that, we did the Lycan mixtape. Everybody was on there. Daddy-O. Oh
Shout
man,
out to Daddy-O.
Daddy-O back working. I'm so proud of him. Yeah. See, that's another artist who had that diversity and that creativity I miss. Mm-hmm.
Very creative.
He back out here working. Shout out Daddy-O. But yeah, I've been doing it for a long time, sweetie. I got so many projects, I'm forgetting the name of them. I got Quarantine Flows, Introducing Tammi Jean, Queen Talk, Unbreakable, Still Unbreakable. That's my new project. That's my newest project. That's the newest one? That's the newest one that I just dropped about 10 months ago. That's my latest project. And now I'm about to come out with another project, self-titled.
Now, did the lyrics change on there, or you still get Lady Merc?
Still Unbreakable was just all Tammi Jean. I have Lady Merc moments every now and then, but more times than not is when I'm like freestyling or ciphers or like acapellas, or if I gotta battle somebody.
You battle?
If I have to.
Who you ever spar with?
No, listen, it gotta be some money. I don't have any official battles.
Okay.
But if there's ever a beef, and I don't do that, people don't fuck with me. They do it behind my back. I wish they said my name more and did it to my face so that I can. Because I would love to get that ass. I would love to. I think they know better though.
So you still got that competitive nature in you.
We all do. We rap. You better if you're a rapper, especially from Philly. They might hear a little bit of Lady Merc soon. I got something coming.
Speaking of Philly.
Yeah.
Throughout the years, have the process of getting artists on, have that changed, or for the good or for the worse?
What do you mean? Elaborate.
So some would say it's gatekeepers, you know. Did that change from back then until now? Is it more easier to get on in Philly?
All you gotta do is have an iPhone, a smartphone, and a big following on social media. Because now, what's selling is not talent. You don't have to have talent to sell. You just gotta be likable, and you gotta have a strong social media presence. Talent don't sell anymore. I wish it did, because it would make room for people who really got it to prosper. It's just a bunch of girls with BBLs and big followings on social media. That's all you gotta have. For a girl, you gotta have a nice BBL, a big following, a blue check, and a smartphone
Now,
and do some shit that's like degrading, some gimmicky shit.
now, why? All right. So going to the BBL, I did ask this question before, but I want your insight on it.
Yeah.
Why do female artists need a BBL?
I don't know. I think it's a marketing, like we talked about, like you're talking about marketing. It's a marketing strategy. I think they feel like they need it because asses sell, sex sells. So if you got a flat butt, and you know that all the guys and all the girls either want the big butt, and all the guys like to look at the big ass. So why not? If I don't have one on my own, and I got the money to buy it, or somebody want to buy me one, why not get one?
Throughout the years, it became a health scare. Certain females, passed away from it.
Because they're getting the cheap ones done and they're going to the wrong place.
Who you gotta go to?
I don't know. I don't condone it. I'm hearing, okay, if it's giving you infections, or if I hear them joints be leaking.
That's what I heard.
I hear your butt turn black and purple. I don't know what type of jobs they getting done. If your butt is turning black and purple and it's leaking. I wouldn't want to get anything where my butt is turning black and purple when it's leaking. I wouldn't want that in me. I have ulcerative colitis. I got a problem with that because it makes me go to the bathroom a lot. I can't eat certain foods anymore. I'd be damned if I'm scared about having to get my colon removed, because that's ultimately what's going to happen if I don't get it under control. I'm going to have to get my colon removed, which means I'm going to have to wear a colostomy bag. I don't want that for myself. So why would I want to get something done to make myself look good that might harm me in the long run? I'm afraid of all that stuff. Going under the knife and surgery and all that. I'm afraid of that shit. So I don't know nothing about the BB. All I know is a lot of girls got them. Some girls got them and they actually do look good. And then some girls got them and their legs be too skinny and the butt be too big and they look crazy. I don't know about those Jones. That's not my cup of tea. I don't know.
You just said that you had a health condition. What was that again?
I have ulcerative colitis. I mean, it's an open book. I talk about it all the time on my social media page. I try to raise awareness. Some people think I do it for clout, but I do it to raise awareness because for young Black women, first and foremost, I need more of my Black women to get checkups on the regular, to get blood work done, to get colonoscopies done, to be more concerned about their health instead of how good they look on the outside. Be more focused on what's going on the inside of your body instead of worrying about the BBL and the Botox and the big titties and all of that stuff. Focus more on what's going on internally as well. So I do it to raise awareness. But UC is a irritable bowel syndrome. Like Crohn's, like IBS, like leaky gut. It's in that realm, but it's like the baby brother to Crohn's. Okay. So with Crohn's, it deals more with your intestines. With ulcerative colitis, it focuses more on your colon. And back in 2023, I was experiencing some really, really, really bad stomach pains that I didn't know, that came out of nowhere, that I didn't know what was going on with my life. And I was just like, first I thought I had a stomach virus, and then that wasn't it. And then I went to the hospital, and then they diagnosed me. Well, they gave me a colonoscopy, and they gave me a ultrasound. And they said, we see something there, but to be sure, we need to go in. So they put me to sleep. They gave me the colonoscopy, and they found bleeding ulcers on my colon. And they said, they diagnosed me with UC. I never even heard of it. I heard of Crohn's, but at the time when I got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not even hear of that disease. And I was like, so what now? They was like, well, it's uncurable, but it can be treated with biologic medicine, and you have to change your whole diet. I said, what do you mean? They said, well, you can no longer eat red meat. If you eat pork, you can no longer eat that. If you drink dairy products, eat anything dairy, you can no longer eat that. Peanuts, popcorn, everything. So now I'm like basically a pescatarian. All I eat is fish. Every now and then I'll eat some chicken breasts. But even when I eat chicken, I can't eat it with the skin. I can't eat fried foods no more. I have to cook all my foods in virgin olive oil. The only cheeses I can eat is sharpened Swiss. Like my life has changed tremendously overnight, just like that. And guess what? They don't even know how you get it. It just comes out of nowhere. They didn't even say that it was genetic. They say that it can come from a couple of things: bad eating habits, internal bleeding that you don't know that you have, excessive trauma. But it could be a variable of things. And I don't know for me, I don't know what it came from. We're still trying to figure it out.
When you got diagnosed with UC,
Yeah.
mentally, where were you at?
Oh, man. Well, I almost died. So let's start there. The diagnosis was the easiest part. The almost dying part wasn't, because so let me rewind to where I say I started experiencing really bad stomach pains. They were so severe that no type of medicine, Tylenol, ibuprofen, nothing I was taking was helping. So out of nowhere, I went from 152 pounds to 101 pounds, because you're bleeding internally and you don't know it. By the time I got admitted to the hospital, my lips was blue. I couldn't eat. Everything that I did try to eat, I was regurgitating because I'm dying. I didn't even know it. They was like, it's a good thing you brought her when you did, because a couple more days, we don't know if she would have been here. My blood was so low that they couldn't even pull an IV line. They had to use they call it a Doppler, an ultrasound thing to find my veins. They had to give me a blood transfusion. I was done. I was out of here. I was out of here. You saw all the bones on my back. That's how skinny I was. I'm sorry if I start crying. It's because every time I think about how I looked when this happened, I get really emotional, but it was not a good time for me. And even now, I've had a number of 14 flare-ups in 2 years. Since I've been diagnosed with this, I keep getting flare-ups. So I don't have a good case of UC. Some people get UC and they go in remission, where they experience remission for about a year. I have not been in remission yet. I've been on one biologic medicine called Entyvio that didn't work. Now I'm on another one called Humira. Hopefully that works. But it's like right now, I'm like a guinea pig. They're trying to just test different medicines on me to see which one worked. So I'm just like, 1 minute I'm here, next minute I'm in the hospital. I'm in the hospital more than I'm home. My life is just like crazy. Like this disease is crazy.
Mentally, that will put you in a space where some could feel hopeless.
Absolutely.
What space are you in today?
I'm thankful that I'm still alive. I'm not hopeful. I'm not hopeless. I don't feel like, hey, this is the end for me, but I do know that I do have a disease that's not curable. I do know that I have a disease that can lead into colon cancer if going untreated. Thank God I have great health insurance where I do have the proper medicine to treat it. A lot of people are in my ear telling me I should go holistic, and I would love to go holistic. The only thing is I be in so much pain. Like, I had to pop a pill before I came here, so I don't want to be in pain while I'm having an interview. I was just talking to my manager in the car, like, yo, when we go to New York Friday for this rap thing, I'm just hoping nothing don't pop up. I know I'm gonna have to pop a pain pill right before I walk in that building. I'm living on pain medicine and prayer, because that's all I really have until this medicine, this Humira start working, where I can go into remission. That's when I am hopeful. I'm hopeful that one day I wake up and I don't feel like I'm about to die.